Hi everyone, this is Arshia Anand and welcome to my channel Bloom with me. Today's video is a very special video because in this video I will be telling you my class 10th results. Yes, I am a CBSE 11th grader and results just came out yesterday, our 10th board results. And if you're an Indian, then you would know the hype of these 10th board results. So I will be telling you my percentage, my marks in individual subjects, if I feel satisfied or not according to the subject, and did I make it to the top or did I just failed or was I just average. So I'm going to discuss all that. Along with that, I will be discussing how my 10th class 10th journey was and how I basically used some techniques and studied and what my plans are for class 11th, which area will I focus on and which I will just I think of ignoring and stuff like that. So let's begin with my marks. So in my class 10th, my percentage is 97.6%. Yes, I got almost 98%, 97.6%. And I'm not very satisfied about it, but I think this is many of yours dream percentage, and I think I'm okay, very fine with it. I will not give the improvement paper because I think it's fine. I think 97.6% is pretty good, and I did not top the school, unfortunately, but I was in the top 5 students, and that made me really happy. We had our celebration at our school, and it was really fun. We had separate photos for each subject for the students who got 90 plus in each subjects, and I'm very happy to tell you I got 90 plus in every subject. Every, like, my weakest subject also I got 90 above, which I'm very happy about. So if I talk about my subject wise marks, start telling you, like, I got the highest, of course, in IT. I got 100 on 100 in IT, and to be really honest, it was very predictable. My IT exam went really well. I was super chill and I was super relaxed, and I wrote all the things I knew. I did all the questions for the extras also in the MCQs. Like, you get around a lot of MCQs and you have like options, do 6 out of 7 or do 5 out of 6, like that. I had information technology, not AI. So my information technology exam went really well, and I scored 100 on 100 in it. So that's really good. Then I scored 99 upon 100 in my SST. I don't know where that 1 mark had gone because I really have this fear that I do not check my papers after the exam, because I feel like if I find out that I'm not getting good numbers in that exam, my next exam would get affected. So I don't really do that. But I'm assuming that that 1 number that I lost was in any MCQs only, because of course it's just 1 mark. So I got 99 out of 100 in SST. Then I have English and Science on tie, which in both of them I got 98 on 100. In English, I believe I have no idea where my marks went because my paper was really good, and my teacher also was very confused when she saw my marks and said that, like, 98. She wanted to know where my 2 marks went. So she told me, she has advised me to open my copy to just see where those marks went, because of course my marks will not decrease if I open the copy. So she said, give it a chance, maybe the marks will increase. And she also wanted to see where did my marks go actually. So yeah, we're going to reopen that copy as far as we have decided. And for my science, I'm pretty happy that I got 98, because assuming I didn't go to tuition in science, like no tuition. All I did was self study, along with, of course, school, and then self study all on my own. I didn't go to any tuition or something like that. So, considering on that, and on the fact that I had to really work hard on my chemistry, because my chemistry is not at all good. Like, I suck at chemistry so much that I had to even study the first chapter, which is like crazy, because the first chapter is like chemical reaction equations. That was really okay. That was not good. Okay, my chemistry was not good. Like, I have these papers around here of all science, and most of them of chemistry. Like, look at this sticky note. It has like strong acids and weak acids. Like, I put so many of these over on this wall right here. I'll show you in my videos after that. But my chemistry was not really good. My physics was decent, and for bio, since it's a very theory types of subject, which I don't really like, I'd say. So it was difficult for me in bio also. Physics was okay. My physics was okay. So I'm guessing that my science marks are pretty good considering I didn't go to any tuition and I sucked at science. So that is a plus point, and I'm quite happy, not very satisfied, of course, scoring for 100 every time, but I'm okay with my science marks. Then we have the bottom two subjects, which I am really disappointed because of course I didn't score as much as I scored in these subjects. But can I do? So first we have maths. In maths I got 93 on 100. One reason for that was that the paper was very difficult. For those who have given 2025-26 boards, you would know the maths paper was not at all easy. That triangle question was, oh my god, that went like this. It went away, and I couldn't do anything about that question. Like in the last 30 minutes, I was done with my paper, and I was solving that question, looking around, and everybody around me was just sitting like this, and they were also like, bro, we don't know what the answer of this question is. On the whole school, I think only one person was able to solve the question in our school. Only one person was able to solve that question. So, and he got 99. So of course he's a genius, I guess. But we didn't know apart from him, any of us didn't know the answer to that question or how do you solve that question. But I tried. I drew the diagram, I write the given, and I tried to solve it by proving some two triangles similar, but I don't think I got marks in that. So yes, that was a 5-marker question. I am like devastated about that 5-marker question. Usually when there's a triangle question from outside the syllabus, they give like an option, like the outside one, and then one from PYQ or from the NCRT. But they didn't do this with our batch. I don't know why. And you can see the results. I didn't get the marks, even though I'm still confused. Where did I lose the next 2 marks? Probably in MCQs, but I'm not guessing MCQs. So I am also giving to open my maths sheet as well. So 2 sheets for now, English and maths. And then we have the last subject, which is Hindi. Now Hindi is my weakest subject. Not very weak, but weak subject. I'm really stuck in Hindi. I can speak Hindi really well. I can give speeches in Hindi. I do give speeches in Hindi a lot at my school, even on Independence Day, Republic Day, and stuff like that. But when it comes to writing, I do make a lot of spelling mistakes, even though I worked really hard on this on my while preparing for my class 10th, and I did improve a lot in my spelling mistakes because I did around 5 to 6 sample papers before going to the Hindi exam. Right, 5 to 6 sample papers, like properly written every section of it in the answer sheets. I'll show you in the next video or upcoming videos or so. And I did everything in line by line in like nice papers, and also I told my mother to grade it for me, and she would check like a real hard and checker, so invigilator. So that I think I did improve, but I still got really less marks in Hindi, which is 91. I got 91 out of 100 in Hindi, and I am very confident that I can score more. Of course I can, and I will score more. So the third copy that I'm opening is Hindi copy, because see, English and maths are okay at some time, because of course English, maybe my grammar was wrong, maybe some of the unseen passages were wrong. So I lost 2 marks, and then of course in maths those 5 marks were not at all guaranteed to me, and 2 marks that I might have lost somewhere else. But in Hindi, like, I lost 9 marks. That is like too much for me, I would say. So I will be for sure opening my Hindi copy, and it's not just me. I guess the what do you say, checker that we got for the teacher who checked our Hindi copies was, I think, not in the good mood, because everyone whose roll number is like around me are opening their Hindi copies because they are not at all satisfied with their Hindi results. So yes, we have that. I will be opening my Hindi copy and my maths and my English copy. English copy on my teacher's saying, and maths and Hindi copy, I really want to check where I lost it. So, am I satisfied with my results? Not really. I'm not really satisfied, but I think 97.6 is a very decent number, and I will not go for the improvement exam of any subject. I feel like it's fine, it's good, and now I should focus on my 11th, because that's the foundation year of the career you will be choosing. And since I have chosen commerce with maths and CS, of course, trying to burden myself up. So I think I really need to focus from the start only, so that I can maintain the momentum and score good in my finals and half yearlies of class 11th, because everybody knows that when you come in 11th, even the topper comes to the position of God, let me just pass types of stuff, right? So I don't want that to happen to me. So I'm thinking that I will not give any improvement exam. And I'm especially disappointed with my maths results, because maths is like one of my strongest subjects. Like, I love doing maths. I for maths I studied like 12 hours straight. Yes, I solved 12 hours straight, or maybe like 6 hours, then break, then 6 hours, like that. So I'm really disappointed with my maths marks, and that is why I'm also giving for reopening my copy or rechecking. I'll think about that. Yes, and it's pretty much a decent result. I got 98 in two subjects, 99 in SST, 100 in IT. And we celebrated in school also, which is, it was really nice. At first I felt really disappointed. I didn't want to go to school, but then I went to school, and maybe it was all chill and it was all nice. Not really, my marks didn't really make any difference in how the teachers looked at me and in what my image was. So I'm quite happy about that. And at the end of the day, it's true that, marks makes people say that once a topper gets less marks, everybody then shifts his or her attention from the topper to other person who got the better marks. But I think that was not in my case. All the top 10 students, all the students who got 90 plus and above, are pretty much the same students who used to get 90 plus and above in previous classes also. And the competition was the same. The rankings were almost alike that we used to have in every other class. So there was not much of a difference, I'd say. I was so disappointed that my teachers will be disappointed in me and my parents will be disappointed in me, because they expected a lot from me. But it was not like that. It was pretty chill, and we are pretty normal, celebrating, having sweets. I had a lot of sweets in school today, and I'm very happy that everything didn't go the wrong way, and it's perfectly normal and fine. Now I also wanted to talk about other things, like about my class 11th grade. How was my 10th journey? So let's move to that section. If I talk about my class 10th journey, it was quite hectic, and I would say I tried to stay consistent. I started from the beginning only to study, and then slowly I started studying. My pace went up after June, because in June there was summer holidays. So my pace went up of studying after June. In July, around July, and then it went on. We had our half yearlies then, and after half yearlies, I think in October I completed my syllabus. And then, to be really honest, one thing that I'm really you can say disappointed about in my class 10 journey was that I got really frustrated in around last December, something like that, because I had been studying the same syllabus for lot of time, solving these questions which had the same answers once again. So I got a little frustrated of how much. I'm not a person who just studies for 10 hours straight. I'm not a person who really likes studying, but of course you got to study to survive in this economy. So yes, I got really frustrated. I think that was the main reason that I was not really able to focus a lot in my second last phase of the board exam, and that I think really went away with my marks. the main reason that I got a little less marks. But I think my journey was pretty okay because I started early. I was consistent. I would say I tried my best not to skip any day of studying. I didn't study 10 hours a day though. I studied 1 or 2 hours a day in the starting phase, and maybe increase it to 3 to 4 hours in the next phase, like around the September, because that was around our midterms time. I did give my midterms. It was good. Then we had three pre-boards, in one in November, then in December, then in January. So yes, we had to grind and study for all those pre-boards nicely. Then we have practicals, and my practicals were around like my on my birthday. So we had to do that also. I had Olympiads, I had a few competitions here and there, MUNs and stuff like that. So I did maintain a little bit of social life also. And I guess considering how my journey went, how I also did some competitions, I was also in some Olympiads and stuff like that. I think my score and my journey is pretty decent, and I'm very fine with it. And considering seeing my how my 10th journey is and how I scored, I'm thinking uh, because in my 10th journey it was all about academics, all about academics. The school didn't allow us for any extracurricular also, and most of the school does not. So I'm thinking to give my class 11th in my class 11th, I'm thinking to give time for things like MUNs, more public speaking opportunities, student council or stuff like that. I will take part in such things, take initiatives, and do some readings, read some books about different genres, many authors, like, you know what I mean. So I'm thinking that I will give my time in class 11th. Of course, along with studying, I have to study, I have to maintain my grades. Along with studying, I will give my time in class 11 to hobbies, to competitions, basically improving and stabilizing my personality, making myself an even more better person. Because you see those great high schoolers on Instagram, on YouTube, who are like have a great social life, are great in what's XYZ sports, or have this, if not sports, then have this hobby, are good in public speaking, are making YouTube and Instagram also, and scoring like a very very good percentage, like all straight A's. So I think I'm going to be becoming that child. But I, of course, it's not really really possible. Nobody is perfect, but we can try. We can always try to reach our goal, do things to reach our goal. So I think I will be working on that, taking more competitions, in facing my fears. Like, I had this really really fear of stage fear. Many of you have it, stage fear. Even though I'm a good public speaker, but I had stage fear. So in my class ninth, I took in student council, and maybe it really really helped me to cope up from that stage fear. I was confident. I was on stage almost every single day for commanding or for speech or something like that, hosting and stuff like that. So I think I will be focusing on coping up my few other fears, also taking up difficult tasks in my life, trying to do them, and of course studying and maintaining my study, because of course I'm a commerce student. And in commerce, as you know, almost all the subjects apart from English, of course, are like new subjects for us. And I've also taken maths and CS along with it. So that's just a whole new burden for me. I wouldn't say burden, it's just a new challenge that I took, that I dragged myself into. So I will be facing that challenge, trying my best to maintain my 11th grade marks, as well as a social life, and also improve my personality. And I really really want you guys to join with me. This channel will now be a channel where I will show my journey on how I am working on myself, improving my personality, and becoming a better version of myself. Because marks do matter, but only marks do not matter. Along with marks, your personality matters also. So like, you see those toppers who have like no social life, are not able to dance on the, you know what I'm saying. So I don't want to be that child just on academics and just buried in books. I want to be someone who is like an all-rounder, good in studies but good also in public speaking. It has a life and is known and stuff like that. So I also want to be that person, and I'm thinking I'll dedicate my 11th grade to being that person, because of course in 12th we'll have boards once again, and those boards will be really really important, because those class 12th boards mainly decide our future. If you're especially if you're not giving any exam like JEE or NEET, then class 12 boards really matters, really really matters. So yes, we'll have boards, so I will be focusing on that. So I'm trying my best to utilize my class 11th grade in as productive and as best way possible I can, and I want you guys in this journey. And also, if you are in class grade 10th grade, or anyone in high school, middle school, who is struggling to study or wants motivation or doesn't like studying but has to study like me, or just want someone, a study buddy, then this channel is for you guys. And I'm thinking of starting a class 10th series, or just a series where I tell about my class 10 journey, how I studied, my tips, how I managed my time, along with like I did go to maths tuition, so how I managed my time with school and maths tuition, and how I studied science without any tuition despite both of these. How I studied SST, English, Hindi, of course, and showing which books I used, review those books, and tell you and be a study buddy, guide you also to how to score this much marks if these are your dream marks, or even if you want to score higher, I will tell you the mistakes that I did, so that you don't do those mistakes and score even higher and maybe become AIR 1 or AIR 2. So if you guys want that series to come out as quick as possible, then make sure you like, share and subscribe this channel, and leave a comment down saying class 10 series, or you can DM me on my Instagram. I will leave my Instagram handle in the description below. And let's keep a target for this video. If this video gets around 200 views and around 50 likes, then I will surely give the series next week only. And I promise I will be very very consistent with that series. I will post almost every 3 to 4 days and tell you all the tips, share all my experience, show all my notes, how do you make notes, and all the books that I used, and try to my best to make your class 10 journey worth it. So like, share and subscribe, and let's complete this target. Bye.